Hi, I'm Chris Burns from Techie Gurus, and let's talk a little bit about Equifax. And I'm going to try to tie this all together with the current thing that's going on with Exchange. So in 2017, Equifax was notified by the Department of Homeland Security that the Apache web server that they use for their online dispute portal had a vulnerability that was patched and they needed to take care of it. So the directive internally was sent to the information security group, you need to patch this, and they ran a scan and they didn't see the vulnerability, so they never ran the patch. If we flash forward to July of that same year, they started noticing weird network activity, and they went through and they patched it. They officially patched it on July 29th, 2017, and on July 30th, they were still seeing this network activity. So what happened was they were breached. They were breached because they didn't patch it in March. Now what happened is, most people know this, more than half of the United States adults had their names, their social security numbers, their birthdays, their addresses, and their driver's licenses all stolen. So in 2019, a federal judge in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Georgia ruled that Equifax was negligent and that the lawsuit could continue. Now, at the end of it, Equifax only had to pay $575 million in fines, which is paltry and ridiculous. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to illustrate two key concepts when managing risk in your business: due care and due diligence. They're closely related, but they're often confused. The first is due care. Sometimes it's called the prudent man rule, and it's crucial for any business. Now, due care is putting in measures in place to protect something. Now for us, that's putting in firewalls, antivirus, and some administrative controls like password policies and things like that to help businesses manage the risk. But let's take an easier example. Let's say you put an in-ground pool at your house. You can't just leave that without a fence. You need to put a fence around it because you don't want people or children, maybe children or dogs or something, wandering into your pool at night and drowning. Now the second is due diligence. The due diligence is different in that it's ensuring that those measures that you just put in place by due care remain sufficient to protect something. So back to cybersecurity. That means constantly reviewing the cybersecurity tools and policies that we've put in place and that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now, if not, we take an action and we fix it. Maybe that's replace a tool, maybe that's fix a policy, whatever. Now if we go back to the pool analogy, maybe you only put up a 3-foot fence. And now you're finding that people are jumping the fence, maybe dogs are jumping the fence, and they're getting in your backyard and they could drown. So you actually, due diligence in this case would be going back and putting in a higher fence to make sure that that can't happen. Now these tie directly into negligence and liability. So let's say we recommend certain protections for your business. Let's say it's enhanced detection response with us, maybe firewall, getting rid of Windows 7, implementing multi-factor authentication for your emails so that people can't just hack your email accounts. And now let's say you're the business owner and you say, no, I think I'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you sign a document. It's a decline of service document. Now let's say 2 months later you're breached because someone clicked on a phishing email and they took control of the computer. And the hackers leveraged tools inside of your business to expand throughout your network. They stole your data and then they put a ransom on it. So you as a business owner, you're going to call me up and you're going to blame me and you're going to say, that I didn't do my due diligence, or my company did not do our due diligence or due care, and that we're negligent, and you're going to sue us. Now I'm going to turn this over to my lawyer, and I'm going to supply him with the agreement and the decline of service letter that you signed with your signature on it, and I'm going to let my lawyer handle it. Now, let's say it's worse, and you had personally identifiable information, or PII leaked, and now you're facing fines from the state for this, which could be minimum hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then you have to cover PR costs, so public relations costs. You have to do remediation, and there's going to be loss in your business. So all these things can destroy companies in a heartbeat. So please don't let that be your business. You can go to techiegurus.com. You can call us at 586-580-8401 and ask us how we can help you, or simply comment on social media, and we're glad to talk through any scenario. Until next time, I want you to be safe, and if you are in NCAA basketball, I hope you enjoyed the basketball this weekend.